Harcourt is the capital and largest city in Rivers State, Nigeria. It is the fifth most populous city in Nigeria after Lagos, Kano, Ibadan and Benin. It lies along the Bonny River and is located in the Niger Delta. As of 2016, the Port Harcourt urban area had an estimated population of 1,865,000 inhabitants, up from 1,382,592 as of 2006. The population of the metropolitan area of Port Harcourt is almost twice its urban area population, with a 2015 United Nations estimate of 2,344,000. In 1950, the population of Port Harcourt was 59,752. Port Harcourt has grown by 150,844 since 2015, which represents a 4.99% annual change. Historically, it has been known as Obomotu country, within which a few other smaller areas were called Diobo or Igweocha. The area that became Port Harcourt in 1912 was before that of a farmland of people of Ribisi. The colonial administration of Nigeria created the port to export coal from the collieries of Enugu, located 243 kilometers north of Port Harcourt, to which it was linked by a railway called the Eastern Line, also built by the British. Port Harcourt's economy turned to petroleum when the first shipment of Nigerian crude oil was exported through the city in 1958. Through the benefits of the Nigerian petroleum industry, Port Harcourt was further developed with aspects of modernization such as overpasses, city blocks, and taller and more substantial buildings. Oil firms that currently have offices in the city include Shell and Chevron. There are a number of public and private tertiary institutions in Port Harcourt. These institutions include Rivers State University, University of Port Harcourt, Kensaru Ruwa Polytechnic, Captain Elechi Amadi Polytechnic, Ignatius Ajuru University, Rivers State College of Health Science and Technology, Madonna University, KMO University of Medical Sciences, Open University of Nigeria. The current mayor is Victor Ihumo. Port Harcourt's primary airport is Port Harcourt International Airport, Umagwa, located on the outskirts of the city. The NAF base is the location of the only other airport and is used by commercial airlines, aero contractors and Air Nigeria for domestic flights. Etymology. The port was built in 1912, but not given a name until August 1913, when the then governor of Nigeria, Sir Frederick Lugard, named it Port Harcourt in honor of Louis Harcourt, first Viscount Harcourt, then the Secretary of State for the colonies. The Africa word for the city is Hakoti Kiri or Parako. The native Ogbonam name for the city is Obomotu Blit, Big House. History. Port Harcourt was founded in 1912 by Frederick Lugard, governor of both the Northern Nigeria Protectorate and the Southern Nigeria Protectorate. Its purpose was to export the coal that geologist Albert Ernest Kitson had discovered in Enugu in 1909. The colonial government caused the people of Abuloma to cede their land, and in 1912 the building of a port town was started. Other villages that were later absorbed into the city included Uruwoko, Mpogu, and Bumomasi. In the creeks to the south of the original port were the fishing camps and grounds of the Wakirike Ijo group. During the First World War, Port Harcourt was used as a point for military operations against the Central Powers in German Cameroon. After the discovery of crude oil in Oluibiri in 1956, Port Harcourt exported the first shipload from Nigeria in 1958. Port Harcourt became the center of the Nigerian oil economy, and it subsequently reaped benefits of its associations with the petroleum industry by undergoing modernization and urbanization. Port Harcourt's growth is further due to its position as the commercial center and foremost industrial city of the former Eastern region, its position in the Niger Delta, and its importance as the center of social and economic life in Rivers State. After the Republic of Biafra seceded from Nigeria in 1967, Port Harcourt fell to Nigerian forces on the 19th of May 1968. From an area of 15.54 kilometers in 1914, Port Harcourt grew uncontrolled to an area of 360 kilometers in the 1980s. Geography. The main city of Port Harcourt is the Port Harcourt City in the Port Harcourt local government area, consisting of the former European quarters now called and Colonial areas. The urban area, on the other hand, is made up of the local government area itself and parts of Obiu, Akko and Eleme accordingly. Portharcourt, which is the current capital of Rivers State, is highly congested as it is the only major city of the state. In 2009, a law was passed by the Rivers State House of Assembly and Governor Amechi's administration to spread development to the surrounding communities as part of the effort to decongest the Portharcourt metropolis. The Greater Portharcourt region spans 8 local government areas that include Portharcourt, Oprika, Obiu, Akko, Ikwere, Uibu, Ogubolu, Eche and Eleme. Its total population was estimated at 2 million as of 2009, making it one of the largest metropolitan areas in Nigeria. But that number has greatly increased according to recent studies. Location. Climate. Portharcourt features a tropical monsoon climate with lengthy and heavy rainy seasons and very short dry seasons. Only the months of December to February truly qualifies as dry season months in the city. The Harmattan, which climatically influences many cities in West Africa, is less pronounced in Portharcourt. Portharcourt's heaviest precipitation occurs during September with an average of 367 millimeters of rain. December on average is the driest month of the year, with an average rainfall of 20 millimeters. Temperatures throughout the year in the city are relatively constant, showing little variation throughout the course of the year. Average temperatures are typically between 25 degrees Celsius 28 degrees Celsius in the city. Environmental concerns. Air pollution. Residents of the city started experiencing particle pollution since the last quarter of 2016. Residents shed their clothes and everything outside is covered with a layer of black soot. Official PM 2.5 information from the state's Environmental Commissioner, Roslyn Cognac, states a high reading of 270 micrograms per cubic meter for air pollution in the city from a 2016 sampling. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's Index Air Quality Index, a reading of 0 to 50 is good. Readings between 200 to 300, which Portharcourt falls under, is considered unhealthy for everyone, and EPA advises residents of such areas to avoid heavy and prolonged exertion and move activities indoors. For a 15-month period ending in June 2018, air quality was in the unhealthy range on 240 days, with 85 days ranking very unhealthy and 13 days as hazardous. The increased deterioration of ambient air quality led to a state protest in February 2017. There were experiences of black soot settling in nostrils, on cars, floors, roofs, windows, bathtubs, bathroom, kitchen sinks, and household furniture surfaces, resulting in frequent cleaning of affected surfaces and places. Potable, domestic, and rainwater were equally affected. Abuloma, Irufe, Rubugu, Oprika, and Ruji were mostly affected, with other areas such as Rumuibu, Eleme, and Uibu local government councils, as well as Ogoni. The covering of the hairs of soot in most parts of the city have resulted in visibility impairment by PM 2.5, soil and water deposition, and disruption in ecosystem diversity. This also made the city dwellers to spend more time indoors than outdoors. Residents in cities such as Rumosi and Bumudumania in Ubiu, Akko Council have relocated to other safe cities, leading to decline in business activities. The Ministry of Environment took action by analyzing the samples from various sites in the city and found out to be 11 times higher than WHO specifications for PM 2.5 and PM 10. This non-compliance was tackled by shutting down the Chinese government company, H&H Engineering Company, and a UC Asphalt Company located in Alu community, found to be the location of high-volume discharge of emissions, thereby contravening environmental regulations. Illegal refineries, burning of tires, gas flaring, leak-feed natural gas operations and processes, petrochemical companies, and refineries were other suspected sources of soot pollution. Residential areas. Some of Portharcourt's more popular and well-known residential areas are known as Portharcourt Township, GIFS's 1 to 5, Elekahia, Rumumasi, D-Line, Elelenwo, Eliuzu, Ibology, Ogunabali, Rumuola, Rumibo, Ngwoba, Diugu, Ruji, Amadi Flats, Umuchita, Rumokoro, and Borikiri. The main industrial area is located in Trans-Amadi, Aguloma. Economy. Port Harcourt is a major industrial center as it has a large number of multinational firms as well as other industrial concerns, particularly business related to the petroleum industry. It is the chief oil refining city in Nigeria and has two main oil refineries located at Eleme. Both refineries process around 210,000 barrels of crude oil a day, both operated by the Port Harcourt Refining Company. Rivers State is one of the wealthiest states in Nigeria in terms of gross domestic product and foreign exchange revenue from the oil industry, crude oil being its principal export earner. Microapartment architecture is quite common in certain parts of Port Harcourt. The point block of Rivers State Secretariat is an icon of the city. An 18-story building, it is the tallest building in the southeast and south-south geopolitical zones combined. Demographics. Ethnic groups. Port Harcourt is primarily composed of coastal Ijaw, Ogbom, Ipere, and Ogoni peoples with a significant Igbo presence. Religion. Like other cities in the country's south, the predominant religion of Port Harcourt is Christianity. Roman Catholics make up a significant portion of the Christian population. There are scores of churches, parishes, and priests within the Port Harcourt Catholic Diocese. The central church is the Corpus Christi Cathedral Parish in D-Line. The city is also home to other Christian denominations such as Anglicans, Methodists, Baptists, Presbyterians, Jehovah's Witnesses, and members of evangelical and Pentecostal groups. A very small number of residents adhere to the Islamic faith. Culture. Literature. The Port Harcourt Book Festival, formerly known as Garden City Literary Festival, remains one of the city's most important and popular events since its inception in 2008. Established by the government of Chibuke Rotimi Amechi, the yearly gathering improves local literacy levels, promotes reading habits among denizens, and benefits exhibitors seeking wider audience. Throughout its annual run, Port Harcourt Book Festival has hosted renowned publishers such as Heinemann, Learn Africa plc, African Affairs Publishers, and EPP Books Services. The festival currently continues to draw writers, literary connoisseurs, booksellers, and publishers from every walk of life to the city. In July 2012, UNESCO, IPF, and IFLA named Port Harcourt the World Book Capital for the year 2014, making her the 14th city in the world to be selected as World Book Capital and the first in Black Africa. Music. Nightlife. Aside from being the oil capital, Port Harcourt is also known for the vibrant late-night activities and entertainment scene. There are several public houses, lounges, clubs, dance bars, and restaurants spread out around the city. Partiers and revelers tend to spend a chunk of their night time at New GRA, where most of the bars and high-end nightclubs are located. Up-tempo and club-friendly music can be heard in nearly every corner of the city at night. There have been increases in sex-oriented businesses including strip clubs and brothels.